Hi, everybody. It's Joe, and we're back with Paul Hetko from Few. And we've talked about a couple amazing spirits today. But now we're going to get to, and I want to be careful because Joe's favorites, I'm drinking your whole line. I got a line of you right on my bar. So, but there is one that I know is going to run out, and it's sad. I just want you to know it's sad. From a consumer, I'm sad about it. That's all I want you to know, okay? Now, this product, guys, I'm going to call it, and Paul, tell us about this because I know it's like an experimental barrel, but I want you guys to see this label because I have 12 bottles left, and it's starting to hit the secondary market. I want my customers to get the last 12. Why do I want you to get the last 12? This is just really insanely good. Go ahead, Paul.
Yeah, we're real excited about that Bluecorn bourbon you're holding, and it's our Few Spirits bourbon, but instead of using the normal yellow corn that we used a blue corn, and we did that one in partnership with a record label and band called Sarah Shook and the Disarmers, which if you've not heard Sarah Shook, Run, Don't Walk, I just think she is amazing. She can play the guitar like just nobody's business. And I would listen to her sing the phone book. That voice is just amazing. I wish I had the talent that she has in just her little pinky finger. I'd be a hell of a musician then. But it's a really neat take because the Bluecorn is going to give that whiskey some different flavors. That recipe was actually come up with by one of our Rack House guys who grew up out there, not too far from Colorado. In New Mexico, and actually his kids actually live in Denver most of the year. But that kind of deserty sweetness really kind of comes through in the whiskey. And it's really funny as like just a little story in the background that when it went into barrel, we were very scared about this whiskey because we thought it was going to be awful. Or it wasn't going to be awful, it was just going to be too weird. Because for about the first year or so of aging, you could not identify it as whiskey. You would have sworn up and down that it was a tequila. Every person's like, no, that's not whiskey, that's tequila. Why do you guys make it tequila? Like, no, it's whiskey, trust me. No, that's tequila. But after that first year, those kind of the tequila flavors started to marry into the whiskey, and the whiskey started coming through. And I think the result is this magnificent whiskey. It hasn't won any awards because, frankly, there aren't enough models of it. We never bothered submitting it because nobody would be able to buy it once it won whiskey.
We don't need to talk about that part,
right.
Okay? Go ahead.
But once people taste it, they can't stop talking about it. And we've got markets all over the world where people are getting these little bottles and they're kind of handing out little samplers like they're little bits of gold. So the fact that you've got a 12-bottle stash is kind of astonishing because I know people that would pay an awful lot of money for that bottle. We sold out of it. We don't have any more. And you kind of say it's sad, but I'd rather think of it as being happy that it existed. Don't cry because it's gone. Celebrate that it was there. And that's kind of the joy and the curse of whiskey is it takes time, and you can't just have infinite supplies of it because you can't just make more. And it's the blessing and the curse. But I'd rather. I don't want you to be sad, Joe. I want you to be happy that you had a chance to get this stuff because it is limited, it is rare, and it is special. And It's not the rareness that makes it special; it's the liquid. But that rareness should get you off that purchasing decision to get your butt into the store because you got to have this stuff. It's special, and when it's gone.
So I'll tell you a quick story. So we were talked with Paul last week, and there were only a few bottles left in the store, and I was blessed enough to get the last 5 at the distributor, and they sold out really quick. And because the liquor stores, the size of it is, we had 2 cases that we didn't know we had. They were buried. And I saw them, so I'm pretty happy. By the way, I'm not going to run out because I have 3 bottles at home. And I don't know if is that hoarding?
That's more than I got. I only got 1.
Well, I could work out a deal. Anyways, when it came in, I love it because I think it's, the thing when I get something that's this good. So this is what I call a unicorn. I don't care about an award or anything else. I do care about the awards because I want to know what wins so I could learn those products. To me, this is a unicorn on my palate. It's freaking delicious. And that is the way I could describe this product. And it goes, I tell you what, I think you guys are amazing. And I hope you get more publicity because, and publicity or recognition maybe, that Grain to Glass Few is producing some unbelievable stuff. And I know about a dozen customers that have got this bottle. And everybody raves about it. Okay. And I have 12 more. So if it's here when you come in, I hope you guys get one. I will only tell you, people that make juice like this, we know that you have the skill set to make great things all the time. So I can't even wait till next year to see whatever stuff is sitting in that rick house that you're going to come out with some new. Because I got to think you have something back there. But this is delicious. I like that. And I want people to know that this is a unicorn. So we got 12 unicorns left. All right. And don't be upset if you don't get it, because always there's going to be more. But this is something that people didn't pay attention to. It's been delicious since the minute I put my lips on it. I just think I don't know. You can see how I feel about this one because it's like, damn, I could not believe it. This is great juice. Thank you for producing a product like this. Simply amazing.
No, we're having some fun making some whiskey, and what we like sharing it. Like I said, you've got 3 bottles. I've only got 1. It's a little bit like the Grateful Dead, man. Once we're done with the music, you can have it, man. We had our fun making the whiskey.
Outstanding.
Now y'all get to enjoy it.
I bought my bottles back in November, for the record. So I've been a supporter a long time of this one. This is unbelievable juice. Again, we found 12. I'm popping them on the shelf, so they'll be out there. All right,
If you get a chance, get it for sure.
Yeah, we'll be right back. We're going to come back to the core. What makes Few? What's the base, the foundation of Few? We're going to talk about the bourbon and the rye. We'll be right back in a couple minutes.